What is up, y'all? It's your boy, season ending seed, and today I actually just want to talk about the ending and the season five of The Boys, the season as a whole. I'm kind of going again off the dome. I'm filming this kind of in my car, recording this in my car, I should say, and it's been like a couple hours since I watched the last episode, but I wanted to take the time to let it marinate and really think on my thoughts and what I thought of the entire season and what I think of the ending. So first off, I want to say the clips that you're watching in the background are sorry for like the edit, but I got to do something about the copyright. Sorry about having them have big heads or be just edited weird. I tried to get some like good scenes, and again, I hope this just doesn't get copyrighted. Anyways, so pretty much my thoughts on the season are I think it was very, very shaky. I think there was like a rumor going around saying that The Boys was originally supposed to end in season three. And honestly, that is kind of how I feel with how the writing has been past season three. I just feel like the writing has become a little lackluster after season three. This season four and five writing wasn't completely terrible. It was definitely bearable. But I'd seen an episode, or not an episode, sorry, I'd seen a video talking about how in seasons one, two, and three, the soups felt like they instilled fear and there was like real stakes there. In seasons four and five, the stakes are kind of, given up, I guess, or they're kind of diminished, especially since like Butcher has powers now. And that was another thing. Like Butcher was supposed to have this cancer and it was supposed to be like the end of him, but it ended up just giving him like these cancer superpowers or something like that from the Temp V. And I just feel like there's a bunch of unfinished plot points. I just feel like there is still a bunch of unfinished plot points. Like, what's Ryan gonna do? He's just gonna go back to be. He's fine with being a regular person now. What's gonna do? I mean, he got married. That's good for him. But is he gonna go back to working for the government? Like, I guess it's cool that Huey and Starlight got their ending. It's a little weird that Robin is the name that Huey chose. Your dead girlfriend is going to be your daughter's name. I'm not sure. That was a little bit weird. I will give the ending of The Boys an 8 out of 10, I will say. I didn't have much faith in it being good before going into the episode, but that was because, like I said, the writing previously did not lend me any confidence in the fact that this might be a good ending. I will say the good things that I liked about the ending, but let me just harp a little bit more on like the things that just don't make sense or the things that I just didn't like. I didn't like that the ending felt a little bit rushed. I felt like Homelander probably should have had a bit more talking, or I wouldn't say a redemption, but just give him like, I guess it was cool to like make him like pathetic at the end, but this is like the main bad villain and he kind of goes out with a whimper. And it low-key a little bit reminded me of spoiler alert, but Jujutsu Kaisen's ending with Sukuna. Like, he just kind of goes out with a whimper as well, and that's something that kind of bothered me a little bit. Like, this was the big bad for 5 whole seasons, which, by the way, I didn't realize that The Boys had been going on since 2019. It feels like this show started in 2022. I'd been watching the show since the beginning, but I don't remember. Maybe COVID and the pandemic like really messed up my timeline, but I really don't feel like this came out in 2019. But I digress. So it did feel like the ending was a little bit rushed. I feel like Frenchie's death kind of didn't make any sense in this season. He didn't even trap Homelander, as like one of my friends said. He didn't even really do anything. He could have survived, but I feel like they needed to throw in a main character death for added suspense or added drama or added stakes. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure, man. I liked the ending. I feel like I said, it did stick the landing. It was a good ending for the show. And I think that it was good that they kind of tried to emulate a little bit of the comics with Butcher's ending and how he was trying to kill all the soups. And he ended up, dying by Huey's hands. I think that their ending was like Huey and Butcher's ending together there. That was pretty good, but I feel like the main motivator is what was a little bit weird to me, because Terror dies and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh yeah, fuck the soups." But just like a couple of minutes ago, he was just having a beer with Starlight and Kimiko. Um, Strange to say that this is done. This entire series is done with. I know they were trying to get like hype for Vault Rising and their other spin-off shows. Speaking of spin-off shows, I feel like Gen V was kind of a waste of time to watch. Like, they built up, what was her name? Monroe, or the girl with I can't remember her name, but the main character of Gen V, They built her up and her blood powers just for her to basically do nothing at all. And it just feels like a waste of time watching it. It feels weird. I'm probably not going to watch any of their spinoffs, but I will say, it also is weird what they did with Soldier Boy's ending. They just kind of put him back into the freezer, and he's just never going to get heard from again. And yeah, I mean, what a wild ride watching The Boys has been. I tuned in pretty religiously. I felt like after season 3, they were kind of dragging it, and I felt like I just needed to see how this story unfolded and how it finished up. But overall, I would give The Boys, in its totality, I'd give it a strong 7.5 out of 10. I am not a critic by any means. I'm just giving my opinion. I just wanted to talk about it while it was fresh in my mind. But there's so much more I can talk about and go into a tangent about here in this video about this show. Like I said, I watched the entirety of it. Just a few rapid fire tidbits. Like, I'm not sure why they had Kimiko start talking. Kimiko was the most annoying part of season 5, and I'm really glad that they really just in the last episode told that bitch to shut the fuck up. Nothing against her character, but god damn, she was annoying, and the writing was just so terrible. It was just so like potty humor, bathroom sex. It was just terrible. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed The Boys, and if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, it'd mean a lot. Peace.